Hey guys, we are back with another live with me and my buddy Cody. How's it
Yo,
going, my man?
doing pretty good. You?
Doing well, doing well. Not
Yeah,
enjoying the smoke, but
I
people
know.
have a lot worse than we have. So
Yeah,
the ones that are close to it. So I'm just appreciative that we're not dealing with it.
yeah.
But my first world problem is it sucks to it sucks
The
to have the
smoke.
smoke. But
I
I
know.
should stop being a baby.
You should. You
Yeah,
should.
sorry.
Um, I know, dude. It's been bad. Like, there's one out at Mount Hood now too.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. I just saw that.
Spokane one was terrible.
Yeah. I was talking to an agent this morning that said it's supposed to die down a little bit. Maybe the wind is
Okay,
changing or something
shifting.
for us at
Yeah.
least. Like the air quality will be a little better tomorrow, but
Okay.
who knows?
I know. It's pretty
Just suck it
awful.
up. There's people
Just
struggling with the fire nearby, so we just need to
right.
suck it up.
We just need to just breathe it in.
It's a what was I? Gosh, I can't even remember what I was going to say about. Rory said something. Total first world. I think it was the same sort of concept. He was like, "Oh, I just wish I wish the wind would change and blow it somewhere else." I'm like,
Right.
"You are such a spoiled little kid."
Yes.
But I
Meanwhile, people are
everyone
like,
says it, and it's not, he's not
sure.
different than anyone else that's complaining about it. But yeah, I
No,
try
I
to
mean
kind of
it's
put it in perspective. We're
Well,
safe.
like the last, yeah, exactly. The last couple years, this is becoming more of the norm. Is like
Mhm.
in the
Mhm.
late summer, we're getting a week or two of smoky weather, and depending
Yeah,
on where you live, you're either affected by it because it's on fire or you're
for
just
sure.
getting smoked out. But
I've
it's
been hearing that
crazy.
about Bend, and I feel Bend people, you can pipe in right now if you want. But I've heard like people that have moved there are like, I had no idea the summers were this bad.
Mm,
Um,
hmm.
it almost like seems like lately, or at least the last couple summers, have been just this. Like you don't get
Right.
the you don't get the nice weather anymore. It's kind of the hazy,
Uh huh.
fiery stuff. But correct me if I'm wrong, any of you Bendites out there that are listening. But
Yes, I
um,
can confirm. I was just there a couple weeks ago.
so
I
it
know
happens every
all
summer.
that you need to know about Bend.
Well, we were actually going to go to Bend this weekend, but ended up like I think the weather it just was like not conducive to it, so we're
Yeah.
kind of holding off on it. We don't want to get there and then deal with that. But
Well, it
um,
changes things too because the smoke is thick enough that it blocks out the sun,
yeah,
so you don't get the same type of
for
experience.
sure,
It's still warm, but it's not like, oh, the sun's out. It's like this is weird over. It's
for
almost like an
sure.
overcast day. So it's,
Yeah, but sunset is like actually pretty cool. The sun is like red.
dude, yeah,
Rory last night and I saw it where it was like it looked like Star Wars. Like we are like,
right.
what is going on? It was
Is that a
absolutely nuts.
different planet up there, or
Yeah,
what
it
is
was
that?
nuts, man. Um, But yeah, I can't get my normal tan. I just put on my baby oil and it
Mm,
just doesn't like really those rays get blocked
it's
from.
just it's
So I just
tough.
can't. If you don't see my normal dark toned
Yeah,
skin, that's why.
I was wondering. I was
Yeah, you
wondering.
were
You
curious.
just
Normally at this time
yeah,
of the year, you're like, okay, I see you're not
yeah.
as tan as you used to be.
I'm gonna get you a tanning package. That way you can just,
Yeah.
as needed, you can
Get
get
the
in there.
goggles, have the
Get
goggle
the
lines.
goggles, maybe a spray tan.
Yeah. I feel like my ginger skin would kind of make the spray tan like some weird color, it'd mix with my
It'd just be
gingerhood and
blotchy.
yeah, just be disgusting. So
Your
we'll hold
skin
off on
just
that.
resists it.
Yes. It just runs
It's
off,
like,
just
"Nope,
runs
nice
off my
try.
body. It's like,
You gotta
nope,
use paint."
you will be pasty. Um, well, anyways, anything going on in the housing market
Oh,
right now?
um,
What are the
yes.
rates at right now? What's going on with
Yes.
the rates?
Rates, so the last 2 days, they've improved. We hit a one-year high, I wanna say it was, just a few
Hmm.
days ago. It's just like it's the same stuff, the war,
Yeah,
which then, drives up the Strait of Hormuz being closed, and it drives up the oil prices and inflation and all that stuff. So rates have just kind of gradually kept working their way up. But the last 2 days now, we've seen a pretty good drop. Um,
hmm,
to the average person, it's probably not going to seem like much, but for people in it that are watching it, it's like, oh wow, that's a good couple days of recovery that,
yeah,
normally we might not see that movement take place for over the course of a week or a week and a half, and we got it back in 2 days. So that
that's
was
good.
good. That was promising. Um,
What are the rates
it's
now? What are
it's a lot of
what's
the
kind of the
same.
average
The
rate?
national average was like 6.67, I think, this morning. And it got up to 6.81 or
Too high,
6.88.
man. It's too high.
Yes. Yes.
I don't
So
like it.
We've been playing around more and more with, I was actually doing some research with one of my coworkers on how many contracts, how many purchases are getting seller concessions. And then we started looking into it and found some pretty good info because it feels like almost every transaction has some form of seller concession on there. And so we started looking through, and the national average is 46% of purchase contracts that are happening right now have a seller concession.
Okay.
In Portland, it is 63% of sales. And then in Seattle, it's 73%. Like the highest nationally was Nashville, and they're at 75. So
Wow.
we're we're right there in line with them. And you get some other places like San Jose. There are a few others I can't remember off the top of my head that are like 2%, 3% of them. So the average number of 46% is probably even a little skewed low, just because you
Yeah.
have some of these, it's like hardly any transactions are happening with seller concessions. But
Yeah.
from our side, we're using those seller concessions to buy the rate down. For a long time, it was just, hey, this is great because then you can get your closing costs paid for, which that's a great option. But now it's becoming more and more of like, hey, let's see if we can get as much as we can use that to be able to buy the rate down.
Yeah.
So it's just becoming more and more applicable as the rates, as they kind of inch their way up. They're like, oh man, maybe we could buy that down a little bit. So just playing around with a lot of that stuff.
Yeah, that's kind of the name of the game here now with
Mhm.
buyers is asking for closing costs. And for those that don't know, or concessions, but as for those that don't know, that's like basically asking the seller to pay part of your closing costs, so the lender can
Mhm.
buy down your rate and those sort of things. But
Yeah.
still, it nets the basically it would net the seller like lowering the price if you think of it that way. You give 10,000 in closing costs, you're basically selling your home ultimately for 10,000 less as a seller.
Mhm.
So but
Yeah. And it
helps the buyer significantly more than you lowering the price by 10K.
yes.
Helps the buyer buy down the
Exactly.
rate. So
Yep.
yeah, it's weird. So you said what in Oregon? What's the number?
63%
Okay.
in
Yeah,
the
that kind
general
of
Portland area.
yeah, that kind of jives a little bit. I actually, and I'm just thinking in my head right now, so I haven't done no research into this, but I feel like almost every deal on both sides are asking for
Uh-huh.
something. Like if I
Right.
represent sellers, they're asking for closing costs, and if when I represent buyers, we're almost always asking for a closing
Mhm.
costs. So not
Yeah.
too many competitive homes out there unless they're priced super lower end of market. We had one in
Uh-huh.
Tualatin that was priced in a lower part of the market or lower end of the market
Yeah.
value and got a couple offers pretty quick.
Mhm.
Uh, yeah, on the real estate side, man, it's the same. Like I hate saying it's the same and it's boring, but it's like buyers are just having more of a say. I don't think it's a
Yeah.
heavy buyers market necessarily. Sellers are still getting, I think it's like 99 point whatever of the sales value, of the
Mhm.
list to sales value. So nothing's kind of going crazy low on that. So
Sure.
it just is taking buyers longer to buy. Um,
Yeah.
I find a lot more buyers are looking online and not talking to me till they're like, we've seen it. We've seen the house online, we've done our research, and now we want to go actually finalize versus like the first. And we've said this before, the first showing is your online now. Like, and now that
Mhm.
they can tour it online. If you have a good agent that's doing that, which every agent should be having 3D tours.
Yeah.
Um, but people just tour the house online and then they're like, we don't like it, which I think
Uh-huh.
may hurt. I think it hurts buyers. Like maybe I'm just old, but I don't think judging a house based on a 3D walkthrough is really gonna give you the vibe. Like I'm big into like the vibe of the
Yeah.
home and the how you feel about it. Because
Mhm.
if we went through a 3D tour of the home we bought before we remodeled it, we would never even have looked in it because
Yeah.
it was trash. But when we
Sure.
went in, we're like, "This is what we want," you know?
Mhm.
It's just it's weird. So I don't think
Yeah.
the 3D tours really are necessarily helping, the scenario.
I I I agree. I think that there's like it's cool to be able to have that. Like you can feel like
Yeah,
you're walking
great
through the
feature.
whole house and see everything. But
Yeah,
I do feel like there is almost a point where you get your mind made up beforehand, before you either look at it or choose not to look at it. And that could feel very different in person. Like when we bought our house, it had the whole 3D tour thing, and it was cool because it felt like you already kind of knew the layout of the home as
Yeah.
opposed to, just seeing like, okay, here's a bathroom, here's a bedroom. I don't really know the layout, but you can kind of walk through it all with a 3D tour. I thought that part was really cool, but
Yeah,
to your point,
absolutely.
you get there and it's a whole different feel. It's like, okay, it's like I've seen this before, but yet it feels so different in
Totally.
person. Bigger,
Totally.
smaller, nicer, not as nice, whatever it is, but I could see how it would push people away, or you might even leave there a little bit underwhelmed. It's
Yeah.
like when you take the really nice pictures and then you show up and you're
Totally.
like, "Oh,
Totally. It
let's
can go
kinda
both
visit this."
ways,
Yeah.
for sure. But you really can't get a vibe for it. Like, there's countless amount of times that I've had buyers that are like, I don't wanna see this house based online," and then they go in and they're like, "Oh, wow, I'm actually impressed."
Uh-huh.
And I've had vice versa, but I feel like looking back, had more buyers that are surprised in a positive way than surprised in a negative way,
Mm.
based on that sort of stuff. They're like,
Yeah.
we did the walkthrough and it's okay, but if we're around the area, we'll go take a look." And then they go take a look because there's a feel for it. You're like, okay, okay,
Mhm.
you don't, when you're just touring stuff online, it's like, okay, cool. Like
Right.
you kind of get numb. It's like I'm going to relate it to my nephew, dating apps. Like you just, I was like, he was swiping and so fast. And I was watching him. I was like, "What are you doing? You don't even get a chance to like
How are
know this
you
person. Like you can't even know him." He's like, "Yeah, I know." And it's like you think about all the. I was like, you think about all those people that you pass by that probably just can't take a great photo or
Right.
is not fun, but like a really cool person.
Uh-huh.
Like it's house searching. It's the same thing.
It
Like you
is.
just swiping because you're so numb to like the visual stimulation that we have
Uh-huh.
constantly that like I'm just making this up as I go, Cody, but I'm thinking I'm onto something here. Like this numbness of like, he was like,
Yeah.
I was like, dude, I can't even see what you're looking at. You're like swiping so fast.
Uh-huh.
I was like, there's like a lot of good people that are probably in that you just swipe
Right.
through.
Yeah, how are
So
you processing the
same with the
information that
house.
quickly?
Don't just swipe by the houses. Go
No.
go look.
You gotta
Make your
zoom
agent do some
in, you gotta
work.
look around,
Make your buying
see
agent do
what
some work, you know?
yeah, see what posters are on the wall. That'll tell you a lot about a person.
Get the 4D, get the smell and everything,
Yeah.
smell of the home.
Do you think there will be a point where there will be, like, live video of drone footage flying through the rooms and giving you, like, a video
Mm.
tour as opposed to the
They
digital
already have
walkthrough?
it with some of the large homes, like the big, luxury type homes, they'll have drones fly
Yeah.
through, like, kinda
Really?
more cinematic,
Yeah.
like, kind of actually, like, fly in the front door, in through the back door type of thing
That's
and all
cool.
that stuff. So they do
Yeah.
have that, but yeah, as to like a visual walking tour like that, I don't know. I don't know if it
I don't know.
does it work? Like, you could just walk
I don't
through,
know.
like, have your photographer walk through.
I don't
Like, I
know,
don't
like, I
know.
guess if
Like,
you opened up all the doors and you're like, "I'm just gonna just fly my little plane through
yeah,
here and
yeah.
do a little
Or
360
you
in
have
the
your
bedroom,
goggles
come
on and you
out,"
can
and
just kinda go, yeah.
yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, it'd be
Yeah, you could
interesting.
have your Meta glasses on and just
Yeah,
walk it.
yeah.
I guess you could just do the same thing with your phone.
I
It
know,
seems more
that's like
fun with when you're flying
it
an
seems
airplane,
more
though.
fun with the drone, but it's accomplishing the exact same thing as a
Yes.
gimbal and an iPhone. Like,
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
but it sounds cooler.
It
Like,
does.
it makes your clients feel better about it. You're getting
Yeah.
drone footage through your
Right.
house,
I think
so
I would do it maybe with a car, though, like
but
a
then if
little
you
drone
crashed,
car, because then
like,
it's
if you
like,
cra
the
yeah.
room looks
Yeah,
huge.
that's true, and it's kinda cool. It's a different angle that people
Yeah.
wouldn't see normally, so it
Right? You can
actually
see,
would be
like,
kinda
some
cool.
spiders rolling around.
Yeah, it brings me back to, like, my cop days with the bomb robot, like, you just
Oh,
have the
yeah.
different angle, like, the lower, like, toddler angle of,
Uh-huh.
like, everything in the house. Like,
Yes. Oh,
uh,
like, Honey, I Shrunk the
maybe that's a
Kids.
good thing. Maybe we need to let the kids see the house at their level, you know?
Mm.
Like,
Yes.
do some videos to be like, "Hey, what do you think of this house? Like, this is what you
Uh-huh.
will see when you walk through." And they'll see
Yes.
the
You'll see the
countertop
underside of the
level at the
counter.
countertop. And
Yes.
like
That's one that always gets us is the counter height because
yeah,
now Everly's she's just above the counter now, so it's
yeah,
not an issue, but it's like, 6 months ago or a year ago, they go running around in the kitchen, running around the island,
yeah.
and it's like, she
Oh
would
my.
miss it, but
Housing, in the Portland metro area, Vancouver area, obviously, it's right over the bridge, and kinda what this means for Oregon. Like, it's it's been as close as I've seen to it actually happening. You know,
Mhm.
experts are still saying they'd most likely stay, but man, this
Right.
is getting scarily close to the Blazers leaving, which I believe could impact Portland pretty significantly. So
Oh, yeah, I agree.
but yeah, we're going to dive into that in our podcast. So head over to Venture with Joe and Cody. That comes out every Friday. You can chat with us there or listen to us give our opinion on what we think is going to happen with the Blazers and
Yeah.
why we think it happened and all of our great opinions. Some may be more controversial than others.
Yes.
But head over to Venture with Joe and Cody. It's on Spotify, Apple, YouTube, all the stuff. But yeah, until next week, man, it's going to be school starting up pretty soon. So
I know, it's
we're
terrible.
we're getting
I
there
hate it.
sooner than later. So
I'm not ready for it. I'm ready for
I know.
football, but I'm not ready
Oh,
for,
I
like,
know.
the
Football's gonna be
routine
fun.
of school and everything, but
Football's gonna be fun. My clients have a getting into a house Friday, and it's a really cool house. And they have this bonus room that he's like already like got surround sound
oh,
ready.
nice.
Ready. He's like, I gotta get ready for football. And I'm like, yes.
Yes.
But
Love it.
anyways. Okay, my man. Well, we will
Alright, dude.
chat with you soon.
Sounds good. We'll see
Okay,
ya.
see ya.